Hi James, can you tell me your full name and what you do at SAS?
My name is James Tetterton. I'm a software developer at SAS with the products of Enterprise Guide and add-in for Microsoft Office.
Great, and what specific modules of the add-in do you work on currently?
I've worked on bringing other parts of SAS's clients offering into the add-in and Enterprise Guide, such as Web Report Studio reports and BI dashboard content in version 4.3 now.
Great, and I heard that there's new developments in the Outlook. Can you show us some of the latest things there?
Yes, I have my Outlook running. It's version 2010. As you can see in Outlook, we have a SAS tab in the ribbon, and we have native integration that brings SAS Central as a mirror of your SAS BIP tree or SAS folder tree. And in here I have 3 items. We have content for BI dashboards or stored processes or WRS reports. Now these are very nice, but you would also have to go towards these reports to find them. We do have a shortcut mechanism, what we like to call is the gadget pane. So the gadget pane is something that's always up, it's always in your face, you can see it no matter what folder you're on. So we're giving you quick notice, focus, investigate, act to any form of content that you would like of SAS.
Now Outlook normally shows things in terms of an event, like something happening on a schedule or like an email. How does a SAS view of a report appear within Outlook in this case?
So the one I'm looking at right here, we can actually take this, which is a stored process, and if we want to say that something about this report is interesting that I find that I need to share with others, I can take this report and create an email message out of it and send it to those people. Those people can see the output of the report inside the email message to whatever you saw it, along with a timestamp. You also have the benefit of clicking on a hyperlink that takes you back to the application, whether it's the stored process web application, Web Report Studio, or BI dashboard. If
wow,
you wanted,
that's neat. Now, in the case of Web Report Studio, let's say if I were to receive a report from Web Report Studio and I forward it via email, does it refresh and get the latest updated report, or is it a static at that point?
You could do either. In this case, we have when you sent the email to someone else, you are sending them a copy that you are seeing. But if the person's not reading the email, or we also support meeting requests, if you had scheduled the meeting a week from now and they want to see the most up-to-date feature, they do have a hyperlink which would take them back to the web application.
Oh, I see. So in that case, it'll show in the browser, not within Outlook.
Exactly. It would show you in the browser.
Now, when you forward a stored process, does the stored process get executed or re-executed to get the latest, or how does the data get returned to you?
The stored process would be regenerated inside the web application itself.
Okay, so the requirement from the recipient is primarily just a web connection, not necessarily any client.
And you would be challenged with a credentials logon on the web application, because the person that is sending the email could actually send it to a person outside their organization. So the hyperlink really has no meaning for them, but we don't embed any form of login information in that hyperlink.
For the case where you wanted to show someone maybe next week, how do you tie an event and a scheduling element to a report within Outlook?
If we took this from the gadget panel, this report, we can automatically schedule a meeting, and what we do is we seed this report inside the meeting request. So this is using the native APIs part of Outlook. So the Outlook add-in actually does not do anything with your Exchange server. So everything that the Outlook add-in is using is all stored locally on your computer. So you're not taking up any of your email quota, for example. And as you can see here, we've got the meeting request, so you can start adding people to the meeting, scheduling the time, and you have a hyperlink back to the live running of the report, and also when this attachment or when the viewing of your report was generated.
So that's depending on the stored process. In this example, it's a PDF file, but the stored process in theory could create another Office, Excel, or things like that as well.
As a client to the store process, we always request a SAS report output type, which is proprietary to SAS. But with that output type, we can, since it's XML based, we can transform it into HTML or PDF format. So this attached PDF actually came from your client machine. There was no round trip to the server to generate it.
Okay, so it's faster that way.
Exactly.
Yeah. Great. So what is the requirement from both the server side and on the client side? Let's start with the client. I guess you need at least Office, is it 2003 and above, or?
And you would need Outlook 2007 or Outlook 2010.
Okay.
And on the server side, you would just need a metadata connection. And depending on what you want to have your users capable of using is what you would have in your SAS folder tree. So if you don't have any web reports, but you have stored processes, then we'll consume those. Same thing with BI dashboard content. If you don't have any, then they won't see it. You can take advantage of as much or as little as you're wanting to.
How does the add-in work in terms of a user getting a license? If they were to have the BI suite on the server license, do they automatically get the various add-ins?
Yes, these add-ins are available in the EBI bundle.
Okay, good. And it isn't specific. You can get as many on many clients.
I don't know about the contracts themselves.
I see.
I guess it would be something to reference to your contract at the sales part.
Yeah. Now on the server side, what additional middleware, I guess it's now part of the BI suite that you're working on, what would be minimal for having this to work?
You would need the metadata server and some form of web container such as JBoss, WebLogic, or WebSphere to contain all of the web applications to run.
Okay. And you have to establish your metadata server to... do you have to do any configuration specifically for the add-in?
All you would need to do is do a one-time connection dialog specifying the host name and port and your username and password. And this same dialog is probably familiar with the other add-ins, Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, along with EG. So hopefully there's no learning curve.
From an administrator's perspective and security, is it only a single port or is it multiple TCP ports that needs to be open for this to work?
I'm honestly not sure about that.
Okay.
That would be more information technology stuff.
Yeah. So I guess the add-in on what you're working on is primarily on the client side, and the communication and the integrated technology is another group.
Exactly. The people who provide the APIs for clients to talk to either workspace servers or web servers or metadata servers are all provided by an underlying API.
How large is your group in terms of development effort for the add-in product?
The add-in for Microsoft Office, along with Enterprise Guide, is under the same director that has about 25 developers.
And oh, that's great. I'll look that up. It sounds like a big effort. There are a lot of features within the add-in.
Yes, there is a lot.
Yeah.
We do keep up with what's coming competitively with our competitors and what we can provide our users to, UI capabilities, using UI studies, results, and what we find that would be helpful for users.
Since you work with a lot of integration with other products, what are all the other internal SAS products does the add-in work with?
Currently, the Outlook add-in is working with Web Report Studio, BI Dashboard, and Stored Processor. There is future work to bring in OLAP or metadata server cubes into Outlook for time series analysis. That's a future effort that will come after version 4.3.
What is the current production release now that's available for the add-in?
We just finished up our version 4.3, and that should be available for download very shortly.